Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, this is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. Returnable here for Davis. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Jets offense ready for their first possession, and they are led by the 23-year-old from USC in his third year now, quarterback Sam Darnold.
Year 3 now of Sam Darnold being the starting quarterback with the New York Jets, and as you might expect, some ups and downs along the way. That's what happens with young quarterbacks. Last year, 19 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, had to play through some sickness and injury. But the Jets really believe in this guy and showed it by upgrading their offensive line in order to get him more protection moving forward.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold over the middle to Smith. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, but now it'll be 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins now taking the field, led by the 5th overall pick back in April out of Alabama, quarterback Tua Tagovailoa.
And I'm not sure what the proper term is, whether things just actually worked out. The universe spoke serendipity, but you remember all through 2019, everyone was talking about Tua Tagovailoa going to the Dolphins in the draft. And many thought that was lost when the Dolphins actually won a few games at the end of the season. But Tua still went to them at number 5, and he has fit in perfectly. Exactly what they've been looking for at the quarterback position. Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco, sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it, because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. He won't go down, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Eligible receiver downfield. Offense. Are you serious?
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Then all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 32 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead.
What a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time, and that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
On the return, the Jets take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense set up nicely with what looks to be a 1st and goal right around the 10-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And now after the big punt return that got them down here, they'll try to make it pay off. 1st and goal. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And some strong running. He won't go down. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Well, a field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Matt Breida taking it in, and the Dolphins add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8-ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Returnable here for Davis. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Jets, nothing.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll set up to throw. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker.
Jerome Baker. Darnold.
A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero, but we did.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Matt Breida with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players. But most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded in the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At the 41-yard line.
Now Gore. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And Darnold, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, he comes to the sideline.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? But a lot of offenses say touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. The Jets on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Darnold. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And it'll be Dolphin football. Matt Breed in the offense heading back out. And he's found the end zone twice. And now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And the throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Fights, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Preston Williams on the throw from Tua, and the Dolphins just continue to pour it on.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
They have 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing, anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger.
Jets, nothing.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Ashton Davis on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10. At their own 18-yard line.
New York set to take the field. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion?
Darnold, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
A fumble on the play.
He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator,
that'll be caught for a Dolphin touchdown. It's Williams. Preston Williams, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man in concert.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Returnable here for Davis. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23.
And our focus now shifts to Frank Gore. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Darnold to throw again. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Braden Mann now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Here comes Grant on the return. So we've reached halftime. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Jets, nothing.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This is Jakeem Grant. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. On 1st down, here's Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And this is going to be caught. I'm not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this, but to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Jets take over first and 10. At their own
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
44-yard line.
Matt Breida, the offense, heading back out. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the 3rd, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 20.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's going to get this down close to a 1st at about the Jets' 15-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A 5-yard touchdown run. And this offense continues to pour it on. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But you say 3 rushing touchdowns, and of course throw it to him. He's caught 1 as well.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was Matt Breida who had the touchdown run to put an end to it.
To kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will make it into the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that side.
And Darnold, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh, my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Stays on his feet. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Second and 3 from the 9.
Up second and 3.
From the gun, it's Tua. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's third and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Tua sets up to pass it, and he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown. I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurting this one. No, okay.
The Jets take over 1st and 10. At their
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards on the play, and the Jets are going to get a new set of downs. Back now in Miami, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
To throw is Darnold. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, but it's going to be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And Darnold, he lost the football, but I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Now it's Darnold. And he's going to go down again.
A loss of 8 yards. And
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Here's the Jets punter now. He's been terrific so far. Returnable for Grant. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a 1st down.
good for a Miami Dolphins.
That was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
10 at the 27-yard line.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
John Franklin Myers on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up third.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Now it's Breida. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Conversion is no good.
So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
It got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Returnable here for Davis. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
25-yard line.
On second and 10, Darnold. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. The penalty is a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs, first and 10 after roughing the passer. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
And a jet.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Intended for Chris Herndon.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Complete to Chris.
Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy.
Darnold, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. The big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.